I randomized Pokemon Platinum so every enemy trainer has only legendary Pokemon. Not only that, but the randomizer caused some unexpected bugs. Many of the trainer names were broken, but more importantly, my Pokemon couldn't evolve, so that means we could be facing Dialgas and Palkias with Piplups and Starlies. Of course we can upgrade to better wild Pokemon later in the run, but we'll never have the advantage over base stat totals of legendary Pokemon. We're gonna keep the rules simple for this one. No items in battle, no gaining XP from wild Pokemon, and let's limit our team size to 4. This means we have room for our HM friends and makes us strategize a bit harder. Now let's get into it. Barry's gonna invade our house and convince us to run to Sandgem Town with him. He's such a Barry, if anyone names him anything else, they're just wrong. But thanks to Barry owning up to his mistakes, Professor Rowan offers both of us a Pokemon, and we're gonna start with Piplup, and he's gonna be called Gunter. I personally didn't see a Deoxys in the bag, but Barry has one somehow. And it does have access to Wrap at level 5, but it only uses Leer on us and we take it out with just Pound, getting us to level 8. Now, an important thing to mention, I didn't know these randomizer settings broke evolution, so I actually picked Piplup with the intent of gaining the Steel typing against the Dragon and Psychic legendaries. Us from the future know this, but me at the time was fully expecting a Prinplup at level 16. Anyway, following Dawn's teaching, we catch ourselves B the Shinx and Pex the Starly. And it's a good thing we caught Pex because our first trainer has a Groudon, which only knows Mudshot as an attacking move, so it has no way of taking us down. In the trainer school, the first trainer's Darkrai is free XP, but the level 6 Mewtwo almost swept our team thanks to confusion. And now we're fighting Barry again. I should mention that this randomizer also includes mythicals and pseudo-legendaries, except Fione because I don't want to reach Cynthia just to sweep through 6 Fiones or something. And this rival fight proves their worth, as we barely squeak by with 6 HP left on Pex. Soon after, we get level 14 on Pex, and this is when I realized, why are we not evolving? And this run just became a whole different challenge to me. In Orberg, Rourke shows off his human Rock Smash before we tackle his gym. Now this randomizer attempts to choose a type theme for the gyms, however if it chooses a type that isn't in the pool of Pokemon available, it will fully randomize the gym. In our case, we got Grass here, which seems good for our Starly, but mythical Pokemon have awful XP yield on average, especially Celebi, so we're not expecting to level up much here at all. But as expected, we do face Rourke and we take him down super easily with our type advantage. Don't expect future gyms to be this easy though. En route 204 we catch our HM friend, Doof. Then there's a double battle up ahead, and these kids have the worst combo we could face. At only level 11, Rain-boosted Palkia and Kyogre sweep our entire team. But on our second attempt, we do manage to just survive their hits and take them out. In Valley Windworks, we pick up Bubble Beam for Piplup, which is perfect timing as we face another Tyranitar which could have been a huge problem for us. And here's our first face-off against a Team Galactic admin. Mars tries to fight Dirty with a double team Cresselia lead. Luckily the evasion isn't enough and we take it down with Bubble Beam. Ho-Oh comes in and whirlwinds us into Starly. And it's a really close fight for Peck, so she lives on 1 HP, finishing the job with a wing attack. We meet Cheryl in Eterna Forest and things go mostly smooth, except one double battle where Latios just kept using Helping Hand. Just click Dragon Breath and carry us, Cheryl. And into Eterna Gym we go, where we don't have a type theme this time, but we do have one heck of a gym battle. Our Pex lead isn't ideal as Groudon makes quick work of us with Ancient Power. Piplup tries to clean up, but the sun is curbing our damage and Groudon gets a lot of slash value before going down. It's Raikou versus Raikou Jr. now, and B does amazingly, almost taking Raikou down, but falling short to a Super Potion and a Quick Attack. On the next attempt we do make it to the ace, but it's a Lugia and that quickly leads to our demise. Third attempt here, and we have a great opener from Gunter with a critical Bubble Beam, but a Super Potion into a slash crit unfortunately takes us down. Hex takes vengeance on Groudon with a couple of Aerial Aces, but it takes a quick loss to Raikou. Jinx is the last one standing. As we set up Leers, we get paralyzed by Thundershock. Hugely unlucky. I thought this attempt was doomed, but our Oranberry kicks in and Raikou is debuffed enough to go down to 2 bites. We get big chip damage with Spark against Lugia before getting whirlwinded into Doof. Doof isn't allowed to fight, so we burn a turn as Lugia takes us out. Then we easily live Lugia's Gust, break through Paralysis, and take it out with a Spark for the Forest Badge. Another galactic hideout and another battle, versus Jupiter this time. Gunter gets handled by Mewtwo, but another 1 HP survival, and B makes quick work of Mewtwo and Manaphy. Now with our new bike, we head down Bikeling Road and to the cave underneath, picking up the Earthquake TM. This is a huge pickup as we hunt Route 206 for our next encounter, Gligar, and we'll name her Goose. Personally, I'm a big fan of incorrectly named animals. With the trainers we saved, we get some extra levels to help fit Goose right into the team. Fantina's gym now, and just as we pick up a powerful ground type, it's a water type gym, of course. Quite possibly the worst type to face in this entire challenge. One gym trainer has a Kyogre and a Palkia on their team and takes us down. If Fantina has that combo, this run will be dire. Okay, she leads with a Suicune, this is fine. B takes big damage from Bubble Beam, but gets a paralysis with Spark. The Super Potion isn't enough and we take down Suicune. And here's the Palkia. B is done for, and we send out Goose for some Earthquake damage. 2 Water Pulses take down Goose, and Pex has a close brawl, but finishes it off with a quick attack. And it's another Palkia for the ace. We're left with Gunter to try his best with Bide, but the Dragon Breath is too much damage to live 2 turns. We take multiple losses to this Palkia ace. Okay, maybe Gunter can Bide cheese the level 24 Palkia? We try that on our next attempt, but we get crit and paralyzed by the Dragon Breath. Goose comes in with Screech as Palkia misses a Scary Face. This is huge. It goes down with 1 Earthquake and we get another Screech off as the Ace's Scary Face connects. Water Pulse takes us near death as we trigger its Citrus Berry with a big EQ. I thought the Citrus healed out of potion range and misplayed with quick attacks, but Pex comes in clutch, living Ancient Power and KOing with an Aerial Ace into quick attack combo. Thanks for the horror show, Fantina. We don't have time for this, Barry. Get out of our sight. Anyway, we need to catch HM friend number 2, Barrel the Bee-Barrel. And Noctowl. Name it Superbowl, name it Superbowl. Which we name Archimedes. And we head to the Poké Center to create the Paradise Box for Pex. And any other friendos which help us on our journey. Thanks, Pex. These few levels are a big upgrade with Sword Stance on Goose and Air Slash on Archimedes before we meet Maylene for our next gym badge. She leads with Darkrai, which immediately disables our Air Slash, so we put it to sleep with Hypnosis. We switch to Goose and we get a double Sword Stance, just to be immediately walled by the incoming Articuno. Ice Shot does a huge chunk, so we bring in B for the Intimidate and Type Advantage. Articuno goes down, and the incoming Suicune with Rain Up is too much damage for B, and she goes down to Bubble Beam into Gust. But we send in Goose as a sacrifice for some extra damage, and take the BM win, with Whirlpool Bide combo from Gunter. Off to Pastoria and the Great Marsh, and today has Tropius. If you watched my last video, you know I love Tropius as an HM friend, so we bring Banana onto the support squad and let Doof take a rest. And another gym. Barry, can't you tell I'm busy here? Okay buddy, you're gonna give me the worst lead matchup and wipe me out. Thanks. Okay, let's take it seriously this time. How do you like these hands, Barry? Yeah, that's right, Archimedes cleans you up. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. Wake's gym is pure normal type. The only mons here are Arceus and Regigigas, so we're looking for a good Gigas ratio to have an easy fight here. And it's an Arceus immediately. But it uses Gravity and basically guarantees our Hypnosis, letting us double Sword Stance with Goose. Goose takes a lot of damage, thanks to barely missing the KOs on both Arceus. The Confused Ray from Regigigas could have destroyed Goose, but we break through and take the win. Why does the 5th gym leader only have 3 Pokemon, by the way? Oop, big boom. We've got to investigate this troublemaking from Team Galactic, so we head to Celestic Town and learn the lore. Hey Cyrus. Whoa, chill, chill. Even our second attempt, he sweeps almost the whole team with Dragonite. With Goose left and Sword Stance set up, a big quick attack crit gets us through Dragonite, and Dialga is an easy KO with Earthquake, and our newly learned X-Scissor takes out Mewtwo in 1. We receive Surf from Cynthia's grandma, so we can head to Canalave now, but on the way let's find ourselves a Floatzel, a huge upgrade from Piplup who fell off long ago. We still appreciate you, Gunter, and Swiper No Swiping is added to the team. Using a heart scale, we relearn Ice Fang, huge value for all the dragon and flying types we're gonna face. Barry, why do you want to fight every 5 seconds? Go on Goose, deal with him. Now we can grab the Magnet from Iron Island and the Mystic Water from Pastoria, then take on Gym 6. And it looks to me like Byron stole the Rock-type gym from his son. With the defense stat of Regirock, Surf is a worthy learn for Swiper, and is a big help getting through the gym trainers. Alright, let's go Byron. His first Regirock attempts to set up Curse, but our Surf damage is too much. And the second sets up Iron Defense. What are they doing? Surely his Ace Tyranitar will do something. Oh, you're just gonna miss Scary Face. Okay, good fight Byron, thanks. But it's okay, Team Galactic's up to no good again, and Saturn's gonna give us a real fight. Swiper takes down Latios with a critical crunch and whittles the bulky Giratina to its demise. And then of course he has a Kyogre. I did ask for a proper challenge and Kyogre definitely provided, sweeping our entire team. It's fine, on our second attempt Swiper misses the Latios KO, so we sack B and bring in Goose to set up Swords Dance. With the surprisingly good speed on Goose, we outspeed the rest of the fight and take out Kyogre with an Earthquake. Straight onto the Mars fight, but there's not a lot of challenge here as Swiper takes down almost the whole team. Before we can help Barry at Lake Acuity, we need to take down Candace. Who's Candace? Can you let me know in the comments below if you know who Candace is? Her Mew lead isn't scary, but we got crit 4 times on our first attempt. I don't think we would have won, but it is impressive. Next attempt we're in a Swords Dance versus Barrier Race versus Mew. But Mew got distracted by Metronome and we take it down. Candace doesn't send out Ho-Oh until last, which is huge for us as it's the only mon that walls Gligar. And Ho-Oh does take Gligar down, but it's Swiper versus Ho-Oh now, and it's dead even between our Surf and her Recover. But on a nice high roll, we do take her out. Jupiter tells us not to go to Veilstone, so we head to Veilstone and Looker helps us find Cyrus. His lead Metagross matches our Swords Dancers with Iron Defense, and it's a close matchup with Hyper Potion involved. In comes Uxie, which is insanely bulky. A +4 X Scissor isn't enough to take it out. But after the Citrus, we get it on the next. Moltres is a bad matchup for Goose, and we go down to a Flamethrow. But Swiper comes in with the Surf cleanup, and we take down Cyrus. Aw, poor Saturn's mad that he's a loser, so he challenges us to a battle. But without even healing our team, he doesn't stand a chance, and we can free the Lake Trio and head to the Sky Pillar. The trek up here is menacing, and our team is not in good shape for this double battle. We tried to focus down one side at a time, crunching Lugia as Barry's Shaman gets taken out. Barry is getting bullied as his Rayquaza and Salamence get beaten up too. At least his Garchomp and Latios got to play. That's nice. We got stalled enough here that Cyrus managed to summon the Space-Time Balls, and Giratina crashes the party with a portal to the Distortion World. I can never remember my way through here very well, with the upside down waterfalls and all that jazz, but we solved the boulder puzzle and finally reached Cyrus to stop him once and for all. Swiper is a great lead here as Entei into Regirock get O-code by super effective Surf. We can't handle the Arceus though, as it takes us down with 2 Hyper Voices. But it did waste a turn on Gravity, so we have a good chance with Hypnosis here. As it lands, we switch into Goose for our setup, and make the killing blow with Earthquake. Without the greed for a second SD, we can't beat Mewtwo in a single X Scissor, but we do eventually break through it and Darkrai, beating Cyrus. Just Sunny Shore and the Pokemon League left, but B hasn't been having a good time in these higher levels, so on Route 222 we pick up Click the Magneton. We give Click a bunch of supplements, we'll call them supplements, and help it catch up in XP with the leftover trainers. Except Iron Island, we completely forgot about Iron Island. We hype up Volkner for a gym battle. Or you could call him Faulkner, because he has flying types now, haha. He leads with Lugia, a great matchup for Click. It sets up Rain before going down to a single Thunderbolt, and then Ho-Oh comes in. And thanks to the rain, I guess this isn't so scary now. We discharge and get a Paralysis as it sets up Sunny Day, allowing us to take it down the next turn. Zapdos is a good matchup for us, and we try for a Para here too, but we don't get it. But we do KO with a Thunderbolt. Volkner's ace is Salamence, and all Salamences are Protect Addicts, so we take Salamence and the badge easy peasy. With access to Waterfall now, we can grab Stone Edge for Goose, and then we're off to the Pokemon League. But first, let's grab some levels on our weaker members so we'll be more even with Cynthia, and we're gonna drop off Banana and Barrel in Paradise. Okay, one last time Barry, for old time's sake. Another Kyogre, but Click is the Dodge King and makes easy work of Kyogre, Regice, Metagross, and Jirachi, leaving Uxie and Mewtwo for Goose's X-Scissor. Aaron's here with his Mono Psychic team. Mewtwo lives Thunderbolt in heal range, so we discharge into Thunderbolt. Now I know Click's Thunderbolt is strong, KOing Lugia makes sense, but how squishy is Deoxys? Latios is more of a pain and doesn't go down so easily. With the damage taken from Luster Purge, we pivot to Goose and take out Jirachi with an Earthquake. Now it's Bertha, and I thought it was about to be double Psychic trainers with the Jirachi lead, but she has a more varied and threatening team. We don't have a good switch in for Suicune's move options, so we sack Gligar to get payback with Magneton, as well as a crit KO on Mew. This Registeel wasn't having it though, and Amnesia makes it too bulky and is followed by an Ancient Power boost. We can't take it out with Thunderbolt now, and a full restore leaves us in big trouble. We attempt a Paralysis but can't get one, but despite Charge Beam boosts, Swiper just barely wins out versus Registeel. Goose wants to play too, so let's lead with her for Flint. Oh, it's a Kyogre. Poor Goose, maybe you'll get the next one. Click comes out and successfully dodges another Kyogre Hydro Pump and strikes back with a super effective Thunderbolt. Just like Volkner's Ho-Oh, Flint's Ho-Oh comes in with the Rain Up, and Click can chill while it has to set up Sunny Day. Easy business. But Click has been doing so much work, we ran out of Thunderbolt PP to one-shot the Articuno. So we take a lot of chip damage here. It's okay though, Swiper can handle Cresselia. But then a Zapdos? Goose is already down, and Magneton is not in good shape for this. The Ice Fang chip is a good start, but Swiper and Archimedes both go down with little chance to fight back. Our last chance, Click, lives on 8 HP and takes the fight home for us. Whew. Now Lucian has a funny team. He's been made a rock-type specialist and sends out 4 Regirocks in a row. It's so much rock that Goose runs out of Earthquakes and has to switch out with Swiper. While Lucian proved quite easy, some of these E4 fights have been really close. But Cynthia's levels are so much higher than the E4 that this could be really tough. Cynthia leads with a Zapdos, so we get a fortunate advantage here with Goose, allowing us to Swords Dance into Stone Edge for the killing blow. Darkrai seems like a good second mon for us, but we don't have enough damage to take it out, and it uses Haze to eliminate our stat boosts. Luckily this also clears its own evasion boosts too, and we take it out with X-Scissor, but this leaves us weakened with no boosts. At least she sends in Heatran, and that makes an easy target for Goose. Uxie isn't ideal with Goose's HP, but Swiper comes in with a crit crunch, doing big damage. A full restore and a yawn convince us to switch, but Cynthia's been input reading, and she double yawns on our switch to Magneton, so we double back to Swiper, taking Uxie down with another crunch. Rayquaza comes in, which is lucky for us with Ice Fang, but it's too bulky, living and using Fly. Fly and Future Sight both connect, obliterating Swiper's HP bar. The scary Rayquaza rests on our Magneton, but luckily Thunderbolt does enough damage to take it out before it wakes. Salamence is her ace, and we're lucky its moveset is walled by Click, so we make quick work of it, defeating champion Cynthia. This type of run was a lot of fun to route. It's a very different experience hunting for team members when nothing can evolve. The early game was definitely rough, and some of the legendaries we faced were huge problems, but the team that brought us here and our final roster both feel super unique. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then click that like and subscribe button below, and comment any challenge ideas you have. My next video will be a fun speedrun challenge, so don't miss it, and check out the last video on screen, where we attempt to beat Pokemon Emerald with just a Trapinch. Thank you so much for watching, bye bye!